YouTube and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Japo. Savannah News TV. Remileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Good morning from here. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, the 3rd of April 2022. Good morning, everyone across the globe. You are welcome to Savannah News Television News Review for today. It's exactly 7 a.m. here, Toronto time. And without wasting our time this morning, we're going to the papers of today that makes today's headlines. As usual, we'll start from the Punch newspaper of today. Train attack. Governor's machinery plan faulted. Military search for missing passengers. Up to now, they are still searching for missing passengers. El-Rufai amnesty, compensation for herdsmen, bandits backfired. That is coming from the presidency and from Christian Association of Nigeria. Inspector General of Police deploys drones on Abuja-Kaduna Highway as IED killed 3 soldiers. Is what we are saying all this while. Is this now they are remembering of deploying drones, drones to monitor those that highway that have been have taken various lives? Is it now that they just remember that they want to deploy drones? They will never wake up. They don't. Our mentality is that we don't do things at the right time. We do things after it must have been out of hand. The drones are there. Why can't you deploy it all this while to fight all these people, to monitor all these miscreants, all these bandits, terrorists that are terrorizing innocent Nigerians on that highway? Still on the Punch newspaper, appointing prime suspect. APC secretary discredits probes. That is coming from Noble Lucrate Wole Soyinka. He's talking about Iyola Omishore that was made the secretary of APC. And he said because the hands of Iyola Omishore is not clean in the death of the former Attorney General of the Federation, Chief Bola Ige. Buhari, Osibajo, Obasanjo, Dangote, others hailed Otedola's mom at 90. Obey, that is Ebenezer Obey, the legend musician, is set to release album at 80. You are free to leave Kwara APC. That is APC is telling the loyalists of Lai Mohammed that have now joined SDP. Still on the Punch newspaper, Atiku too old, lack capacity to be president. CSO's others insist. How a text message ended my sorrow over lost son. That is coming from Pa Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church. Still on the Punch, we have this Muslim who returned to alcohol orders after Ramadan wasted their time fasting. That is coming from Asaduddin leader Sheikh Ahmad. So they have told you Muslim that return to alcohol, they say you have just wasted your time fasting. Still on the Punch newspaper, kidnappers release Guardian reporter after 5 days. I'm sure money will have exchanged hands because they will not release him like that. They will not release like that. They will not release that kidnapper like that. What's it called? The journalist like that without something rub hand. Guys, ransom must be paid. Ransom has been paid, but they won't say that because they don't want people to know that they are paying ransom to these bandits. 2023 presidency group presents nomination form to Obi. Why are groups now buying forms for all aspirants? Group bought for Atiku. Group bought for Amesh Asiwaju Tinubu. Group now bought for Obi. I hope group 2 bought for Emefiele, CBN governor. I don't know when that one became a politician. I saw the hundreds of vehicles branded in Godwin Emefiele's posters for president. We don't know. Opposition political parties welcome merger for 2023 election. Are you people ready for that? Fierce winds, storm caused blackout in Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Blackout. Can you imagine? Winds caused blackout. At this jet age, we are still having surface electrification, where the airport supposed to have what you call underground whatever, and that airport supposed to have a backup that in case there is light outage, a backup supposed to be there that can still sustain that airport for the next 10 hours, 12 hours. It's a mechanism. Why when the lights are there, there's supposed to be a storage of power. So in case of all these things, so it's embarrassing that the foremost international airport in Nigeria has blackout. So imagine what will have happened, what has happened in that airport at that period. At that period, for that blackout. Those that are clearing, those that are dropping, those that are on the rail, everything will be standstill during the blackout. The plane that just taxi down to drop passengers will be standstill because they cannot power their lifts for people to pass through. So you can see the embarrassment. They ought to have, if there's a blackout, they have to have at least another 10-12 hours support that will just come up like that. That will just come up like that. It's a circuit. Bam! It will just come up. And that the 10 hours, 12 hours will be used to bring remedy, to restore light instead of this embarrassment. Bello declares for 2023 presidency, promise security, economic prosperity. We're talking of Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello. On Saturday declares his intention to contest for 2023 election. He has promised economic prosperity. We should ask him, what is the economic status of Kogi State? He has promised security. We should ask him, what is the security situation in Kogi State? And it's a shame that we have the like of Femi Famika-Ode in that team of his campaign. We have the daughter of MKO Abiola as the general of that campaign. I ask myself, is it hunger? Because I don't see justification for those people supporting Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello has failed in Kogi State, woefully. This is a man that is owing salaries for months, he has not paid. This is a man that has no security. This is a man that the economic index in Kogi State drops drastically. Now he's promising security, he's promising economic prosperity. I don't know where it's coming from to become president. The president now have become like somebody vying for councillorship. I don't know. After 3 years in exile, Dankwado returns to Gombe. Dankwado is the past governor of Gombe State. He said after 3 years he returned to Gombe on exile. I don't know why. Is he on exile in Abuja or exile where? Still on the Punch. We still pick this on the Punch. APC fails to refund over 120 aspirants 1 week after convention. I hope this will not mad that party. This will not destroy the trust of that party at this time period where they are preparing for election. They have promised those people, some of them step down because they have what they call consensus, whatever, and they step down for people that have paid millions of naira to purchase form. And part of the promise was that, or agreement was that they will refund everybody their money. The money that they paid to you is still in your bank. It's just an issue of transferring the money back to the owners. Now, after about a week plus, you have not returned the money to the aspirants. Most of these aspirants, they borrow this money from banks. Most of these aspirants, they borrow this money from friends and whatever. So return their money to them. They are failed to return it now after 1 week. Second Niger Bridge, 157 billion spent so far. Project dear to Buhari, says minister. 157 billion. Nexim Bank puts up loan defaulters. 7 billion assets for sale. You go and collect loan, and they will collect the loan, and the next thing they will be thinking of is Owambe party. They will not go and use what that loan is meant for. That is the problem we're having. They will not use what the loan is meant for. When you see Nigerians, when they collect loan from bank, instead of them to go and use the loan for what they have collected money for, the first thing is to do to go and buy exotic cars, build houses, throw parties. That's when they remember their grandfather's burial they have not done for the past 20 years, 30 years. Ramadan, Tinubu, Fayemi, Akeredolu, orders urge love and selfishness. Do they have love for the people of Nigeria? They are urging love. Do they have love for the people of Nigeria? These people, Tinubu, Fayemi, Akeredolu, do they love their own people? If you love their people, if you love your own people, especially those governors, Fayemi and Akeredolu, they will not be collecting 500 million as security vote and pocketing it without paying the salaries of their state workers. Suspected cultists kill 2 farmers in Rivers community. You will see other stories on today's Punch. Ige, appointing prime suspect AP secretary, discredits probes. That is coming from Wole Soyinka. National Theatre ready November. That is coming from Emefiele. I don't know what concerns him because he maybe release money. I don't know what concerns him with that. That is the CBN governor that is aspiring to be president too now. Police kill 1, repel attack by gunmen in Ebonyi. 1 killed in Niger communal clash. Niger, Kaduna have been in the eye of the storm of killing. Still on the Punch, we'll take this before we move to another. We will remit 322.45 billion proceeds from 4 IOCs in April. That is coming from NMPC. Rising insecurity may lead to telecoms blackout. Telcos warns. That is the MTN, Zain, and all those stuff. They are saying, oh, because masks are being destroyed in all those areas, and it may lead to total breakdown of communication. We can see the advertorial here for Professor Evangelist Ebenezer Obe Fabiyi, MFR, on his 80th birthday. We wish it from Savannah News Television. We wish him a happy birthday and many more years on earth with sound health. Still on the Punch, we have this. This is fresh accident victims may lower back injury need surgery to prevent spinal deformity. That is coming from a surgeon. You can get that story on the Punch of today. From the Punch now move to the Tribune, to the Sunday Tribune. Battle in APC shifts to states. Aggrieved members not withdrawing cases. How party ensured Adamu omission orders against future court orders. In the front page of the Tribune, how we will transform Nigeria. That is coming from Yaya Bello. Says as a formal declaration, promise to create 2 million millionaires in 2030. How many millionaires has it created in Kogi State? Zingina, Senator Zingina, MQ Abiola daughter in campaign team. What a shame. Politics. Ogun governor signs executive order on 35% women representation. Wow, kudos to women. Thank you, Governor of Ogun State, for that gesture. Why my song have remained evergreen. That is coming from Chief Ebenezer Obe. Go and read the full story on Sunday Tribune of today. 18-man robbery gang invades Calabar. Operates for 2 hours in a country with security. For 2 hours. They were operating for 2 hours. 18-man robbery gang operated for 2 hours in Calabar uninterrupted for 2 hours. Imagine 2 hours in 2 hours creating havoc. 2 hours of selfless of helplessness for innocent Nigerians. Masses. 2 hours. They have the whole free day for 2 hours uninterrupted in a country that has security, that has security apparatus. Abuja Kaduna train. Whereabouts of 171 passengers unknown 1 week after attack. 171. 171 human beings are still unknown after 1 week of the train attack. And it may interest you that the 971 figure that they said it was on that train is far beyond that. You can see what corruption has caused. We realize that some people are on that train without manifest. They didn't have ticket. It's either they were being smuggled in by the staff of Nigerian Railway and they collected the money and pocketed it. They did not officially give them ticket. So their names were not in the manifest. They said 971. For what our own investigation, they said there are above 1,800 on that train. So we don't even know the numbers of people on the train because corruption. What you realize is that some people smuggle themselves through the back door on the train without purchasing ticket. Now they could not get the manifest. They could not get the exact figure of people on that train. It's not known. Exact figure is not known. Because some people did not pay. Some people paid lower the price to the operators. Some people use the back door to enter. Porous society, porous nation, no template, no template. It's nothing. We cannot refer to Nigeria nothing less than a banana republic. You go to the same Tribune of today under the flickers, the blood on Buhari and Amishi's hands. That is, I'm sure, is those people that were killed. Still on the Tribune, don't impose Lagos senator on Ogun West. APC group tells Tinubu, don't impose Lagos senator on Ogun West. Imagine you are a senator in Lagos, you are still coming to Ogun again to contest. People, I don't know how they do that. 2023, Jega calls for Nigerian rescue from greedy political class. Jega too was part of the whole thing, because right now I think it's high time we continue. We will start appreciating Godswill Orubebe. Godswill Orubebe saw what was coming, and the fact remains that there were manipulations in bringing Buhari to power, and it was spearheaded by INEC under Jega's nose. Remember, Orubebe protested. He protested, and he itemized all the problems, all the loopholes, lacunas then that were committed by INEC, but they refused to adhere to it. So we still continue to remember Godswill Orubebe for that intervention that was not taken seriously by Nigerians. Today we are paying for it dearly. We are paying for it dearly today. Still on the presidency, I may emerge PDP's consensus candidate. That is coming from Peter Obi. Let's see how we will emerge. Still on the 2023 presidency, Northern youths canvasses support for Emefiele, donates 50 million. That is still a country we are saying there is what's it called? Hunger. Some people are donating 50 million to a CBN governor. Drivers block Abuja Kaduna highway over alleged harassment by security personnel. You see, the security personnel, they will not go and face the trouble that is at hand, fishing out the bandits. They will be harassing motorists, extorting money from them, leaving the bandits, leaving the terrorists, having a field day on that Lagos, on that Kaduna Abuja highway. This is the polity in the polity column in the Tribune of today. APC convention, still many rivers to cross. Get us full story and the Tribune. Despite differing political interests, PDP governors unite in Abia against Buhari's performance. Nigeria not going to walk up, but I will. That is coming from Davido. Davido says he's going to walk up. Maybe he's going there to as a guest, or as a fan, or as he's going to play. Best luck to him. Brother Shaggy, you know him, that's comedian. Brother Shaggy, Tenny, order storm Ibadan for laugh matters on Easter Sunday. That's a good one. In Omo Iyaloje, Adebukola steps into big league of top movie producers. You will get the full story on the Tribune of this day. I'm turning my pain to gain with music. That is coming from Honor Paid. You can get the full story of that, and also you can get the story of Chief Ebenezer Obey at 80. His full biography is there, and also his advertorial is everywhere in this paper. Now we pick the last one here. The last one here before we call it a day, because actually I'm heading to church this morning. The last one we saw here is 78th birthday celebration of Oladipupo Diya. Remember Diya, this number 2 man to Abacha that got saved from Abacha Gulag. He's 78 today. We say happy birthday to you, General. Oh, so they are all the same. They are all the same day with Chief Ebenezer Obey. That is good. You can still see it there. Tribune Sport. Iheanacho nets 4th career goal against Manchester United. Wow! He net a goal against my team. Wow! That is a good one. You know, it's 2 bitter pills. Man U is my team. He scored against Man U. Iheanacho is my countryman. He scored a goal. I'm happy for him. So it's okay. No problem. No problem. Stamford Bridge collapsed as Brentford beat Chelsea 4-1. Chelsea fans, how market? Wow! Whoa, on this junction we call it a day. Chelsea fan, how market? 4-1 from a non-club Brentford. Gave you people 4-1. Chelsea fans, my friend who are Chelsea fans, how market? Good morning. We are coming to the end of today's news review. Today is 3rd of April 2022. And also, today we are going to have, I'm going to have my birthday party. It's going to be live. It's going to be live on this platform. It's going to be live on Facebook Live. All my friends all over the world will have the opportunity of watching, of viewing the in-house party of my birthday. Today, first was my birthday, but Sunday today is the celebration of my birthday. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. And on this junction, we still call it a day, as I said, because I'm preparing for church to go and worship my God. To go and worship Baba God that have kept me this far. It's Him that I have. I don't have any other power. It's God I have. And that is and also you there, you out there, there is no any other God except the God Almighty. Hold on to Him. He will never fail you. Good morning.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonle Oluchimi Chapa. Savannah News TV. Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.